Hey guys, my name is Rob, and today I have a quick update video on the Scuf Valor Pro, which we reviewed here on the channel about 3 weeks ago. And if you haven't seen that video, I do encourage you to check it out as we go over all of the details of the Valor Pro. But at the time of that review, we were waiting on one feature that Scuf promised would be coming post-launch of the controller, and that is 1000 Hz polling rate on PC. And today we finally get that. There's now a firmware update listed for the Valor Pro on Scuf's website, and that update does indeed enable 1000 Hz polling rate on PC. The process of updating the controller and enabling the 1000 Hz mode isn't terribly straightforward, so we're going to go over it here in case anyone needs help. When you click this link on the support page, it actually takes you to the updated quick start guide where there's an actual download link. So here we can start the download, and if your Windows PC is as moody as mine, it's probably going to tell you it doesn't trust Scuf, which historically is probably pretty smart, really, but nevertheless, I'm going to download this anyway. Once downloaded, you're going to open the file, which will run the installer, and you can install this in program files or somewhere else if you want to. I just went ahead and let it install in downloads because I'm not going to keep the updater anyway. We can always come back and grab it again later if we need it. Once that completes, we'll launch the application, which is just named Scuf Valor Updater. When you launch the updater, the on-screen instructions will tell you to click and hold the left stick while inserting the USB-C cable into the Valor Pro in order to enter update mode. Once the program recognizes the device, it's going to show the current firmware version as well as the latest version, so hopefully the one that's going to give us our updated polling rate. We'll click update and then wait patiently while it does its thing. And that's it. The gamepad's up to date, so we just need to test and make sure that the 1000 Hz polling rate mode actually works. To enable 1000 Hz mode, simultaneously press Capture, Menu, and A. The controller will quickly turn off and back on. With this mode enabled, you'll notice that the polling program detects the gamepad as Scuf Valor Pro wired high-speed controller, which is not what we saw in our initial testing. And as we expected, or at least hoped, we are getting 1000 Hz, and it's also very consistent. We have no huge outliers and very little jitter, so that's a really good sign. To disable the 1000 Hz mode, simultaneously press Capture, Menu, and B. And I wanted to show this because the Quick Start Guide includes a specific warning not to use the Valor Pro on the console with the 1000 Hz mode enabled. Of course, I tried anyways just to see what would happen, and nothing really happens. If you're in 1000 Hz mode and hook it up to the Xbox, it automatically reverts back to 250 Hz mode. I assumed that's what happened just based on the fact that the controller didn't automatically turn on, but I also went back into the polling program to verify, and sure enough, it showed up as an Xbox One for Windows controller. Once you enable 1000 Hz mode, the Valor Pro automatically turns on when you connect it to the PC, but if you disable the 1000 Hz mode, you'll need to press the home button to turn the gamepad on. It doesn't power on automatically. I guess the main thing to keep in mind here is if you're going back and forth between your Xbox and PC, just be aware that you don't need to do anything when moving over to the Xbox, but every time you come back to the PC, you'll need to re-enable the 1000 Hz mode. So how much does 1000 Hz mode improve the Valor Pro? Well, none if you're specifically picking it up for Xbox. As far as PC use goes, I'll just say I'm glad to see the option and I'll definitely be testing it out, but I'm disappointed in the way it was implemented. As much as I hate Scuf's IQ software, I was kind of hoping the Valor Pro would retroactively get support for it so that we'd have access to customization options for the sticks and advanced button mapping. That said, I like this controller a lot more than I anticipated, and that's coming from someone who historically has had a pretty negative opinion on Scuf products. I've actually said in a prior review that these aftermarket back paddles for the Xbox Elite 2 are the only good product Scuf has ever made, but I have to kind of back off of that take at this point. I really like the Valor Pro. I like it enough that I'm honestly sort of frustrated about it. I love the feel of the controller so much that I'm tempted to use it over other controllers that are just objectively better performance wise. I'm even thinking hard about a TMR mod for this controller, but just haven't pulled the trigger on buying the parts yet. Maybe that won't be necessary though. I'm kinda hopeful we'll see a revised version of the Envision Pro soon. Scuf just dropped the price on the Envision, which could mean a newer model is on the way. I personally would love to see a new version of that gamepad with 1000 Hz polling and Hall effect sticks, though I do sincerely hope they go a little higher quality on the sticks than they did on the modules in the Valor Pro. I hope this video helped you out, and if so, please subscribe if you haven't already. Likes are also appreciated, and I do try to react and respond to as many comments as possible. I'll be doing more reviews regularly, so I hope to see you back here again soon. Thanks for watching.